Hello and welcome back to another video. If you're new around here, I'm Emma. This is our very first food diary vlog, week 1. Right now it's the Monday of week 2 and I'm just filming a final wrap up of the first week. Watch right till the end and I'll tell you how the first week has made me feel. Right now I'm going to shoot you back to last Monday and you're going to hear a little bit about what we're doing and why we're doing it. Using the title of the video, it's about me transitioning to a different diet, to a healthier lifestyle, and I want to document it. And it's not documenting it for you, it's actually documenting it for me, because I want to be able to look back in 6 months time and see what's changed, or if anything's changed. I'm notorious for not having actually managed to change that much. What I want to do is just try and use this as a document, as like a little video diary. The first thing I want to say is that I have been plant-based before and I stopped. I have done every diet under the sun possible. I've done keto, I've done cabbage soup, I've done the bloody maple syrup cayenne pepper diet, like I've done it all. But now this isn't about a diet, this is about changing my lifestyle, changing those inbuilt wired connections in my brain over a long period of time. So I don't just want to like flick a switch, change everything overnight. I've got to do it slowly to be able to build up the practices. I've started doing the Headspace mindful eating meditation course. I'm finding it really useful, really helpful about like noting. It's what it talks about. Do it if you subscribe to Headspace, and if not then just do it anyway, because start subscribing because it's brilliant. So anyway, I've started doing that, and through that I think that I would like to start paying more attention to the noting. Also, I started watching some documentaries. It's not actually about any of that stuff, it's about how I feel inside. So I've got all kinds of different problems, hormonal problems, which we won't go into, but I've got loads. And then I have a heartburn all the time. I know that's from eating bread. Don't know why I still eat bread. Plus, I want to just see how different things make me feel. I just washed my hair today. It's super long, but it's just in like this really awful condition. Can you see this? And part of it is about documenting stuff like that, like what's my skin like at the moment, and what is my, like how bloated am I? Like I'm so bloated right now. All of that stuff. Really raw and honest. Please don't send me any hate, because it's really vulnerable putting yourself out there this raw and honest. And I'm normally quite an edited person. I don't really share everything with the world, and I want to be a bit more open and honest and just real life. This is how I am. No, I am not photoshopping my face when I take photos. No, this is just me, you know, just who I am. But I want to be a better version of myself, and that's not for you. It's not because, it's just because of my self-confidence. Like, one thing that I really want to be able to do is learn to surf. I want to be able to paddleboard. I really want to be able to surf and paddleboard. There's two things that I really want to be able to do. Right now, I don't even like going to the beach. Like, I just want to feel confident enough in myself to be able to do those things. And most people are like, oh, it's not about losing weight. Actually, for me, I do need to lose some weight. For my health, I need to lose weight. This isn't a vanity thing, it's a health thing. I need to lose weight. It's also just about being a bit better for the planet. Because I really think that our meat consumption, if you compare it to 30, 40 years ago, maybe longer than that, maybe about 50 years ago, it's just too high. And it's just like everything in our society at the moment, we overconsume everything. So, and I am one of those people. I am an overconsumer. I spend too much time on technology. I have quite an addictive personality, but I go high and low, and I think that's to do with the stuff that I eat. I'm also worried about the impact that regular meat, which is full of, mic's coming out. I'm also worried about the impact that the meat being full of hormones is having on me and my body, because my hormones are just all over the shop. I don't want to take medication for that. I think there's a different way to heal it, through eating properly. I'm also really asthmatic. really asthmatic. I take a Browning steroid inhaler twice a day. I have psoriasis patches, so like here you can see, I can't see what you can see in this camera. You can see I have a, I don't know if it's focusing on it, a psoriasis patch here on my hand. My elbows are not too bad at the moment. I wonder which one's worse. I get psoriasis on my elbows. I get it on my scalp, so I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I get it across my scalp. And all those things are the things I just want to change. So I think this video, I'm just going to whack this intro in here. They're not all going to be this long, so we whack this intro in, and then I'll just take you on a journey of what I'm doing. It's going to be just, as I said, just really raw vlog stuff. That's it. Today, it's literally an hour since I recorded that. Maybe a bit longer now. We're doing a super windy, oh I'm out of breath, a super windy, sunny walk on the beach. Let me show you. Look, this is the lay that we normally photograph from, that you've seen on my grid tons of times. But it's all created this big sand mountain. No, don't go down there, come on. And it stops down here. It doesn't even go all the way down to the sea, which means everything must be pretty dry at the moment. But this is its own doing. Look at all those sand layers. Anyway, super low tide, super windy, super sunny, warm, but yet cold. Absolutely beautiful. The reason I wanted to come chat to you is after that walk, I had only drunk half a glass of water the whole day, and it was like 2 o'clock by this point, by the time I went out walking with Lola. I got back and had just 1 3/4 of a pint glass of water, just a regular glass. I had an angel cake, you know, like the little packet angel cakes which Mike had bought. I don't like to buy individual packet stuff, but Mike buys them sometimes still. And about 10 minutes later, I had this in this eye, which is my left eye. I had like a blurry patch. I actually couldn't see properly in like a whole space of this eye, and it started out really little and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it freaked me out, like literally. To Mike, I was like crying, like, what is going on? Obviously I googled it. It's like the worst thing to do. It's like you're either your eyes detaching or you're having a stroke, which was like not the best thing to do. Why do we always do this to ourselves? But I don't think either of those things were actually happening. I wasn't having a stroke and my eye wasn't detaching. I think I was just dehydrated and was having too much sugar in a short space of time, and being dehydrated. I think both of those two things just didn't go down very well. So I drank like I had a really bad headache as well, 2 pints of water. Then it kind of gone away by that point once I finished my 2nd pint of water. But yeah, it's just a little log really of that instant happening, because I think it was scary, and this is about changing my health. The walk was hard, but good. Welcome to, what day is it?
Tuesday.
Welcome to Tuesday. We're having quinoa breakfast. Once this is cooked, I'm going to add in some steam date caramel, which I'll make in a second, and some raspberries. I think we might have a day 1 fail already, because I was supposed to apparently wash the quinoa first. I didn't. Stir fry for dinner tonight. So we have got prawns in here, and I think there's chicken stock, but lots of veggies and kale. Looks super good. It is Wednesday. Alexa, what day is it?
Today is Wednesday the 13th of May.
It's Wednesday. It is just gone 10 to 12 and I have waited too long to eat today, and I am, on a scale of 1 to 10 hungry, I'm like a 2, where 10 is full and 1 is starving. Like, I feel sick. So, got myself pittas, wholemeal pittas with hummus, lettuce and cucumber. Okay, so I thought I'd just quickly check in post food to say that because I was so hungry, literally so hungry, I mean, like I said, a 2, it meant that I ate too fast and too much. So now I'm like a 9 on the full scale, and that's why I have to try and use that scale for myself to understand when I need to eat rather than just waiting until I'm really hungry. Or I also have to understand that I don't need to push myself all the way till I'm a 2. Like if I'm hungry, I can have something small and then see how I feel. Whereas this morning I was trying to go as long as I could, which has probably resulted in me eating too much. I used to be able to do intermittent fasting, so I used to be able to do 24 hours, but that's when I was doing more of a keto diet, so I didn't have the carbs to go up and down in. And the keto diet really worked for me, but I just don't want to consume that amount of animal produce right now. That's why I'm not doing it again. And also it's not sustainable for me. Like if I come off all the carbs, like the first week's awful. And then if I like sneak a potato or a root vegetable into one of the meals, I can't stop. Like then that once they're introduced again, it's like the floodgates open, and that's why it's just not good for me to do that diet. Like it just doesn't work for me. It works for me weight loss wise, but I'm going to say that's the only way it works for me, and this is about a healthy lifestyle as a total. Thought I'd do a bit of change of scenery. I have come up to the top field. I've been editing videos all day, I just needed to get out. Also, I was looking at photos, my hair in one of the videos, and it looked really nice, and I thought, oh, I'll actually just brush it and put it down. Overall, my mood's improving. Like I feel like today I felt really motivated to work, to get stuff done, like really like full on motivated, let's do this. And I was watching back, editing the old videos, and my face, it still is a bit today, but was so swollen, and I just felt like, I don't even know what I can't even explain what I look like. It really kind of has like spurred me on to keep going, watching the videos, and also just try and improve everything else. Like my hair looked really good, and I don't know what the difference was. So it was way back at the start of March that I was filming it, so I need to figure out what... Why is the dog crying in every single... Do you just cry all the time? Is crying all you ever do? You're sat in a field in the sunshine. Go and explore a bit. And so yeah, we're going to do a couple of rounds of the field because my watch told me I needed to walk today and didn't really want to go very far. I'm going to carry on round, do a few rounds around the field.
That's what it is.
Dinner tonight we have got homemade chips, green beans, and then some meat. I said using up last bits of meat that are in the fridge. Good morning, welcome to Thursday. I'm actually filming a video today, like a proper sit down video about toothbrushes, which you will have already seen at this point, hence the makeup. What time is it? It is 11:30. And this morning I've had a big glass of water, and Mike made me this huge... Why is the dog crying in every one of my videos? Like, do you not like the camera? Is that the issue? Don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, Mike made me a huge coffee this morning. Oh my god. Way too much coffee for me to deal with for a person that doesn't drink caffeine. Anyway, I am now eating hummus and cucumber pita bread. I was hungry again, so I made this bowl of noodles. I boiled the noodles in a vegetable stock cube, and I've added spring greens and grated carrot. I added some garlic powder, some garlic and herb powder actually, and some curry powder, and I've just tried it. It's really good. Today okay for that. Today I'm having cheese and basil on toast with a bit of mayo. Bit of mayo and a bit of harissa paste. I went veggie today because transition. I have been absolutely rubbish at recording my food today, but here is vegetable curry that Mike's made with a wholemeal pita bread and rice. I wanted to just do a quick update regarding food today, because like I said in the last clip, I've been pretty rubbish at recording it. So the first thing is that we went to the supermarket today. I just want to quickly touch on that subject before we move on. We are having to supermarket shop at the moment because we have a cash flow issue, and so actually the only thing that we have is actual cash. The sun's moving, it's getting right in my face. Most places don't accept that. It's literally just the supermarkets that are accepting that at the moment, so we don't have any choice. We're trying really hard to buy stuff that's unpackaged from the supermarket. That's the first problem. So we went to the supermarket and I hadn't eaten before I went. I actually just couldn't deal with that light, so I moved. I didn't eat before I went to the supermarket, which is my first downfall, so I ended up having a granola bar. It's like, you know, like from the cookie section you get like 4 granola bars, like baked in store ones. So I had one of those each. Every time I film, the dog interrupts. And then we had lunch, which I showed you. After lunch I did have 2 things. I had the other granola bar. It's not your best angle here, is it? After lunch I had the granola bar. God, this is all over the place. And then I had like, which I shouldn't have bought in the supermarket, which is part of the reason I hate going to the supermarket. Pack of like, an individual pack of rice cakes, like 1 portion. And then like strawberry and something berry, goji berry, however you say it. Popped rice cakes. They were really nice, but I just shouldn't have done it. It's single-use plastic, isn't it? And I did have a couple of bites of Mike's chocolate today, but you know, slow journey is what it is. I'm not feeling guilty for it. I refuse to allow myself to feel the guilt, because that's what will cause me to spiral out of control. I did also eat a punnet of these beautiful fresh strawberries. We picked these up from our village, the local farmer does. They are literally grown in the field across there, and they are the most beautiful strawberries. Good morning. Welcome to Saturday. This is my morning meditation spot. I literally sit here every single morning, 10 minutes, 20 minutes at the moment, and do my morning meditation. I use the Headspace app, and this is the course that I'm doing at the moment. Hi! Nice little stretch. Yes. You come to sit in the sunshine with Mummy. Oh. Stroke me, Mummy, stroke me. What do you want? She actually just wants to go for a morning run around the field. Because it is 9:40. Anyway, what was I showing you? A Headspace app. At the moment I'm doing this mindful eating course, and so I am on day 9 at the moment, and then there's another 2 sets of 10 days, and this is probably the longest streak I've ever gone, and I'm just finding this one so useful, so I'm just going to carry on and do that today. This is my little spot here. I sit by the back door. I've got all my little plant babies surrounding me. There's some here that are living over here because they need more sunlight. A big pint of water, so I'll drink half of this before I get going, and then the other half when I finish, and I may have a coffee afterwards. Starting my day with some of these incredible strawbs. Look how big they are. And they're so good. This morning we're having mushrooms on toast.
That's nice.
Doesn't it look good? We've got seeded white sourdough. We've got mushrooms, hummus and rose harissa paste. For dinner tonight we have got chicken sandwiches with homemade garlic sauce, lettuce and a bit of cucumber. This morning we are making vegan waffles, which is a first for me. So let's see how these go. Oh, I think I overfilled it. Well, the good news is that they taste really good. The bad news is that they stuck. They stuck so bad. I'm literally scraping with this to get this, and we've already got the top mixture going on here. So I think I'm going to try again tomorrow and maybe spray this with oil first But unfortunately tomorrow's Monday, so you will have to wait till next week to see that. Going out walking. Field walking on today's walk. Mike and Lola are with me. Pretty good views up here. Stopped down by the little stream. Gonna play poo sticks. Quick beach stop. All the kite surfers around. There's a wimp.
I'm a wimp too because I'm freezing.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just right. I'm literally perfect temperature. For dinner tonight we have leftover pasta from the other night and some garlic bread. Mike's added a bit of cheese onto the garlic bread. And that was the end of our first week. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. I feel amazing. I genuinely feel amazing. If I go back to how I felt, and you'll see from the start of the video, that first video was so, like, I looked so down and I was so, my whole mood was just at rock bottom. And now, after just changing a few things, like as I said at the start, this is a real slow journey. I'm not here to instantly click my fingers and be completely plant-based. That's unhealthy. I don't think that's the right way to do it. I think that's unhealthy for your mind. It might be good for your body, but it's certainly not good for your mind. And there's a whole package here. I've walked 3 times this week, which is really good for me. I did my first day with 10,000 steps for ages, and that was yesterday. And I just feel really good. Like, I genuinely feel motivated. I want to get all the work done. Incredible how much difference it's made, actually. Like, I feel like a different person. Even down to things like I've done a hair mask. I haven't done a hair mask in so long because I feel like I'd just given up. Like, I honestly had got to a stage where I was like, I don't care about me at all. Like, whatever. I couldn't care less. Like, it is what it is. I'm stuck like this for life. And that meditation course, I think, has been the main change. That was the motivating factor to start doing this, because I wanted to start meditating again. And then through that and through watching some What I Eat Wednesdays from people, they don't call them What I Eat Wednesdays anymore, do they? Ooh, throwback, YouTube throwback. It's just literally been life-changing. I just hope I can keep it up now. Have I lost any weight? I don't know. I'm gonna go check. So I've lost 2.8 pounds, which is pretty good, I think. That, like I said at the start, that isn't really the goal. The goal is how I feel, and I feel amazing. Like, I feel like I'm bouncing on the top of the world this week. Let's see how it continues. I am starting week 2 today, so join us next week for week 2. I'd really love you to follow along with this, actually, if you're changing a lifestyle, or if you have done it, you've started it recently, you've done something, please comment down below. It helps the algorithm like 1000% if you just comment or like this video. And if you can subscribe, that would also be amazing. And I'll see you later in the week.